Brazil is the country that most Indians never actually consider going to. It feels far. It feels dangerous. It feels like a destination for other people. All three of these assumptions are wrong in ways that are worth understanding. Brazil received over 6 million international tourists in 2024. The country is the largest in South America by area and the fifth largest in the world. It contains the Amazon rainforest, the most biodiverse ecosystem on Earth. It has beaches that rival anywhere in the world. It has a culture that is genuinely unlike anything you will encounter elsewhere. And for Indian travelers specifically, Brazil has several advantages that almost no travel content addresses. In the next 14 minutes, I will explain the visa rules for 2026, the real safety situation, the costs by region, the 5 regions every traveler should consider, and the cultural rules that transform the Brazil experience. Visa rules for Brazil in 2026. Brazil has been expanding its visa-free access. As of 2025, India is not yet visa-free for Brazil. Indian passport holders need a tourist visa. Apply through the Brazilian consulate. Around $80. 2 to 3 weeks processing time. Brazil launched an e-visa system in 2023 that significantly simplified the process. You apply online, upload documents, pay the fee. Processing is typically 5 to 10 business days. The e-visa is valid for 2 years with multiple entries and 90 days per visit. Documents needed for Brazil visa. Passport valid 6 months beyond travel dates, travel insurance, hotel bookings, return flight, bank statements showing sufficient funds. No income tax returns required, unlike some countries. The application is straightforward compared to Schengen. The real safety situation in Brazil. Brazil has a reputation for danger that is both accurate and wildly exaggerated, depending on where you are and how you behave. The country does have serious crime in specific areas. It also has large areas that are completely safe for tourists. Rio de Janeiro is the most visited city and the most discussed for safety. The tourist areas, Copacabana, Ipanema, Santa Teresa, Lapa, are heavily policed and generally safe during the day and evening. The favelas are a different situation. Do not wander into favela areas unguided. Guided favela tours exist and are genuinely safe. Unguided entry is not. The most common crime against tourists in Brazil is phone and wallet theft, especially at beaches and crowded tourist sites. Do not use your phone visibly on beaches in Rio. Leave valuables at the hotel. Carry a cheap wallet with small amounts of cash. These precautions make the tourist experience in Brazil very similar to any major European city. Real costs of Brazil in 2026. Brazil is moderate value for money compared to other major long-haul destinations. A mid-range hotel in Rio de Janeiro, $80 to $150 per night in tourist areas, cheaper in other cities. Brazilian food is excellent value. A sit-down meal at a local restaurant, $10 to $20 per person. A Churrascaria, the famous Brazilian barbecue restaurant with unlimited meat, $25 to $45 per person. Street food, $2 to $5. The food quality in Brazil is genuinely excellent and significantly cheaper than equivalent quality in North America or Europe. Internal transport in Brazil requires planning. Brazil is enormous. Sao Paulo to Rio is 45 minutes by plane, 12 hours by bus. Internal flights are cheap if booked early. LATAM and Gol airlines have frequent sales. Budget $100 to $200 for internal flights between major cities. A complete 10-day trip to Brazil for one person, mid-range hotels, eating well, doing the highlights. Around $1,500 to $2,500 plus international flights. Value for money is high given the scale of experience. The Amazon alone is a multi-day world of its own. The 5 regions of Brazil every traveler should know. Region 1. Rio de Janeiro. The most iconic city in Brazil. Christ the Redeemer, Sugarloaf Mountain, Copacabana and Ipanema beaches, the Lapa Arches, and the Bohemian Santa Teresa neighborhood. Allow 3 to 4 days minimum. Region 2. Sao Paulo, the largest city in South America, primarily a business city, but with exceptional food, art, and nightlife. The best restaurants in Brazil are in Sao Paulo. The MASP Art Museum, Vila Madalena, and its street art. 2 days, if you like food and cities. Region 3. The Amazon, the most biodiverse place on Earth. Most travelers enter through Manaus. Jungle lodges range from basic to luxury. 2 to 4 nights minimum to experience the Amazon properly. Wildlife, river tours, indigenous community visits. The Amazon is unlike any other travel experience on Earth. Quick pause. If this Brazil breakdown is helping, drop a like. It tells the algorithm to show this to more Indian travelers considering Brazil. Region 4. Iguazu Falls. On the border with Argentina, the largest waterfall system in the world. 275 falls across 2 kilometers. Victoria Falls in Africa is impressive. Iguazu is overwhelming. Allow 2 days, 1 day on the Brazilian side, 1 day on the Argentine side. Region 5. Salvador in the Northeast. Salvador in Bahia State is the most African city outside Africa. Pelourinho, the historic center. Capoeira. Candomblé, the best seafood in Brazil. The culture is dramatically different from Rio and Sao Paulo. The beaches of the northeast coast, particularly in Sierra and Alagoas, are some of the most beautiful in the world and almost unknown outside Brazil. Before the cultural rules and the strategy, hit subscribe if this is useful. The channel covers complete country guides every week, and growing the subscriber count helps push these to more travelers planning Brazil. Cultural rules for Brazil. First, physical greetings. Brazilians greet with cheek kisses, 1 in Rio, 2 in Sao Paulo. Men often hug. Physical contact is normal and friendly, not intrusive. Do not pull back from a greeting kiss. It is warm, not romantic. Second, language. Brazil speaks Portuguese, not Spanish. Many Indians assume Spanish works in South America. In Brazil, it does not, especially outside tourist areas. Learn 20 basic Portuguese phrases before you go. Brazilians respond very warmly to any attempt at Portuguese. Even poor Portuguese with effort is appreciated. Third, time. Brazilian social time is flexible. An invitation for 8 p.m. dinner means 9 or 9:30. This is cultural, not rudeness. Do not arrive exactly on time to social occasions. For business, punctuality is more expected but still flexible compared to European standards. Fourth, Carnival versus the rest of the year. Carnival in Rio is the most famous event in Brazil, held in February or March depending on the calendar. If you visit during Carnival, book hotels 6 months ahead. Prices triple. The experience is extraordinary, but requires significant planning. Brazil rewards travelers who move beyond Rio. The travelers who see only Rio leave impressed, but have missed most of the country. The Amazon is a world of its own. The Northeast Coast is a secret. Salvador is a cultural experience unlike anything else. Brazil is not one place. It is 5 completely different countries sharing a border and a language. For Indian travelers specifically, Brazil offers something most long-haul destinations do not: a genuine cultural exchange between 2 of the largest developing nations on Earth. The warmth of Brazilians toward Indian tourists is real and remarkable. Go with Portuguese basics. Go with a safety plan. Go with curiosity. Brazil will surprise you. If this video helped you plan a real Brazil trip, drop a like, subscribe, and press the bell. Tomorrow, another country worth knowing.